Rats 420. Yo, yo. Happy Thursday night, my friends. Who we got? Who's live? How's everybody feeling out there? Good amounts of stuff going on. Well, I mean, you know, cannabis world. It's always evolving. Always happening. Pennsylvania, so excited for about 3 days. It passed the House, and then the Senate looked at it for about 20 seconds. Gave it about 20 seconds of consideration, and that's already out the door. Poor Pennsylvania. What's up, J-Rats? How are you? Happy 420. It's 420 somewhere. That's what I say. About to be 420 in here. Oh, I forgot all about this. There was a basketball player arrested in Indonesia for smuggling cannabis, and he is facing the death penalty. Oh, she, you know. Choke on suits and speech. We got beats, we got trees. We don't kneel to your disease. Toss it like gospel plant that creep. Drum, what is up, Drum? Happy one of these. I'm doing pretty good tonight. Tonight is a fucking just threw the box with 2 seconds. Minute. Almost find it. Alright, the box gives us the answer. Oh, Sonata? Ooh, not quite familiar with the old Sonata. That is, maybe a Sonata Arctica. But that's totally different. Little Sonata. What is everybody else smoking on? J-Rats, what you got? Drum. What are you doing over there? How you feeling? How's things? I talk loud cause silence kill. I burn loud cause truth don't chill. They still try sterilize joy. Label it thug or call it toy. But I ain't Dr. Dank Nugs, what is good, brother? Oh, just not a whole lot of just living the, you know, just living a dream over here. Pretty pumped about. Spent a little bit of time with the homies tonight. She. J-Rats, that can be good every night, you know. Shit. No, good going on it. Yeah, and if y'all could get one strain, just one name of a strain, your favorite one ever, if you only could smoke one strain for the rest of your life, what would it be? I had this, somebody asked me this the other day, and it made my brain think a little bit, but hell yeah, Dank. I mean, by the names of things, all of them sound pretty good. Purple Space Cookies would be number one. I like that. I'm not, so I guess that's really messed up question to ask, because it would be who grew said strain, but my man's got some Purple Cookies concentrate. You gotta add the space in there. No. I think for me it's gotta be either like a genuine GMO, a genuine gelato, like like a Larry Bird gelato, like an ode, like, you know. Strawberry cough, depending on who grew it. I've had a couple of really good ones of those too. I would gelato or GMO as far as like lineage that we can kind of go back to. Again, it's who grew it, but I really do like orangey flavored things like Mandarin Skittles or Florida Orange was one of my favorites. Things of that anything with that heavy orange flavor, like when you it feels like you're smoking an orange Tic Tac. You know. All right. If anybody starts hearing the same songs one after another, you gotta let me know, cause I'm like, nah, you ain't gotta do nothing. I'll fix it. I've been liking multiple songs at a time, and now I'm all disorganized. Anyway, the app's making it harder for me. Oh, you ain't scaring me, Dank Nugs. I mean, I'm super into it. You know, I really, the seeds that I have in my possession currently, there's only a few of them. I typically have grabbed them from strains, like, that I've liked, only when they look good, right? And I had the privilege of being a dispensary employee, so I used to be able to, like, pick up jars and look through all of them. Back when Verano started seeding a lot of their stuff, accidentally, by neglect, when they started seeding all their stuff, I got probably 5-6 gelato beans. I also got a couple of maybe Mag Landrace or G6 that should be kind of in the same, you know, but I had like kind of a couple bag seeds that all got put together, and I don't know what's in what, but I have one that has like just all of my gelatos, and I'm, you know, I had to save them. That's super fire, J-Rats. I did actually have a very sweet one-time flower that had a far more, I would say, berry, and not like dark berry, like light berry, maybe strawberries or something of that nature. Raspberries, just a very, you know, fruit-forward awesomeness, and it wasn't that heavy like grapey / you know, dark blackberries or blueberries or whatever. Oh man, it was actually really damn good. And I want to say, I've been trying my whole time while I've been talking about it to come up with what the name was. But this was not a dispensary thing. This was a friend's thing, but I cannot remember the damn name of it. To feel good, fam, waking back. But yeah, I like that. I've put a little bit more consideration. I just don't have the space, really. But, and y'all have heard me say it, I really wouldn't mind growing some, like, window plants again. I started to watch a little bit more growing stuff. Also, getting out and seeing Guapo's house. Guapo's got a beautiful plot of land with just a lot of things growing back there. There's orchard, I mean, apples and pears and peaches, and there's another, like, a berry section that's got strawberries and raspberries and grapes and blueberries, and there's a whole nother section that's just, oh, it's so neat to be around all that growing stuff. So yeah, I like seeing all that kind of got me inspired. I've never been like a big grower in my life, as far as like plants. My two favorite, I've got an orchid that for some reason I've been able to flower like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 10 times, something like that. And then I've got an aloe that's been going for 7 years, 8 years, something like that. I feel pretty accomplished with my two window plants. Yeah, dank nugs, I'm not against it. I wouldn't mind it. I just feel like learning enough to be good at it. It's not that I wouldn't. It's that if I was going to spend my time doing one thing or the other, I would rather spend my time learning how this thing can be better implemented as a medicine for the consumer. And it's no hatred towards any, like, I want to grow so bad, but I also, when I read a lot of cannabis stuff, I think a lot more of it, and if you guys watched at all the Two Dope Dudes episode from this week, in the Conditional Cannabis Corner, I talked about the mental side of this game, and you know, I very much so use cannabis for psychological and mental comforts. So when I can sit around and read about how this is going to cognitively help somebody or whatever it is, like, that's my dank nugs. I promise y'all, that's what I'm saying. I'll happily tell y'all what to grow. My issue is, and what I don't think that I'm the cool grower, right? Like, if I were to tell everybody what to grow, I would beg you all to consider trying to find the oldest lineages you could, the oldest true landrace strains, and try to cultivate them because you will see drastically different nuances where you actually see the difference of like a sativa and an indica plant as far as bushy leaves and very like long leaves. If you get back to some of these very true things, right? Get before the days of Cindy 99. Get back in your old Sour D's, your old OG Kushes, your old D's, your old Chems, the old Whites. You know, those are the things for me that they were so discernibly different that it made it easier to kind of at least represent to the consumer. Like, no matter what, if the thing said diesel at the end of it, I knew what it meant most of the time back in the day. You know? So for me, get back to old school. Oh, dank nugs. I fucking appreciate you so much for that. Also, too, go bold and try to find something with a higher CBD content. Try to find something with a higher CBD content that actually grows THC as well, and then get really good at it. Get to the point where you're so comfortable with the thing that you're willing to smoke it, and then see what the difference is in a quality grown cannabis with a robust cannabinoid profile. And I just say CBD and robust, like having THC and CBD is robust. It's not necessarily, but having something twice as, you know, like 2 times as abundant in chemical makeup will definitely give you 2 times the comfort. But also CBC, if you have the ability to get any CBC flower or CBG heavy flower. Now the thing is, in me saying that, it's just capturing those plants. Maybe not something with CBD, because it can follow closer to the growth cycle of what THC is. If it's an abundant ruderalis plant, something that is more naturally occurring in the CBD production. But and that doesn't just mean, well, all autoflowers are ruderalis. No, that's not true. I believe that there is a ruderalis that's added to it, but the reason for it is because of its resilience in extreme conditions, which you know, top of the earth, bottom of the earth. You see a lot of ruderalis in like Russia, and it's super cold. They don't get the same light cycles, or they have tons of light cycles. So ruderalis naturally was more resilient and naturally had its own makeup and plant structure that was more consistent, and in that you saw a more robust cannabinoid profile. And that's why, like, I always say, like, hey, what if there was something that was naturally occurring at some point around the earth that had a more abundant CBC or CBG, or if we were just pulling plants at a sooner time. Every one of us has heard an old head say cannabis from back in the day was better than it is now. And every one of us is like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But we, you know, Mr. Organics, what is up, fam? But for all of us, we do know that it could be something different, right? We've only been breeding for THC dominance for so long. We've only been breeding for, I would say, terpene profile. But I hate to say that because, like, more people will grow, and growers out there, tell me if I'm wrong or not. When you go to grow your genetics, you grow more off of who the original grower is and what kind of spread they have on the street, and or what the name of the genetics are, more so than you grow because you go, hey, that thing is typically abundant in limonene, or that thing is typically abundant in myrcene. Ah, Gowani. Thank you, brother. I hope everything's going well with you. Growers, was I wrong in saying that? I don't mean to be rude if I am. I don't mean to take shots at anybody. Hopefully some of you are growing for those purposes, but I literally, all of my friends, everybody that I talk to, says, oh, I got these great genetics. I go, yeah? Explain. And then they go, oh, they came from so-and-so. And I go, I do not know so-and-so. Unless you say Aryan Roscom, right? Unless you say DJ Short. Unless you say some of these old school, old heads who have like a cred to them. And some of these new guys definitely have plenty of cred to them. I just don't know them well enough. And again, under their growing conditions, that's how that thing grows well. So if you've gone to a cookies dispensary, let's just say, and I'm whatever, you go to a cookies dispensary and you've had one of their more consistent strains, and then you go, okay, I'm gonna buy that strain from Cookies and take it home and I'm gonna grow it, it might not return to you the same product that you were buying in the store. And typically it can be because of nutrient input, light cycles. You guys all know, right? You're way better at this than I am. Hell yeah, Guani, I love to hear it. Yeah, and Doctor, realistically, thank you for being honest and open about it. And it's, you know, I don't think there's any shame in it. And not only that, like, I want a plant that has good genetics, that's going to grow beefier and stronger and whatever, that's going to produce more chonky nugs, that's going to be more resistant to whatever it is that you're going through, right? Or more receptive to whatever types of growing methods you have. So do that. But yeah. They draw the lines, we take the sides, red or blue, wrong or right, praying to gods, they said we're true, but none of did y'all see this? I'll just tell you really quick before we go too far. There's an American basketball player arrested in Indonesia that could face the death penalty for well, he was smuggling cannabis, according to what they say. I do not know the whole gist of it. Let's get the little quick snippet. Here we go. 34-year-old basketball player in Indonesia was arrested after allegedly attempting to smuggle illegal drugs into the country, police said on Thursday. Now, y'all remember the Brittany Griner thing, right? This is kind of the same. Here we go. Indonesia's strict drug laws have Shaw potentially facing a life sentence and even the death penalty if he's found guilty. Convicted smugglers have been executed by firing squad in the past. This actually happened within the last couple of years. I've reported on it myself. It's a very, very sad thing to know that because of borders or because of whatever it is that they're doing, that they are willing to, I mean, literally kill people for it. It's very sad. But there you go. So where they seized 132 pieces of cannabis candy. Oh, so he was, oh no, that's personal. That's 100% personal. Fuck. It's not like he was a drug dealer. All right. We need what's his name? We need the Trumpers to come through, and we need him to get the guy home. Let's don't trade a arms dealer this time. Let's see if we got any. What does Indonesia need from us? Let's see if we can give him a few, like, some steel or something. A couple of cars. Let's trade them back for cars or something. All right, Mr. Whitney, what's up, brother? How are you? Happy Thursday. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging. Oh, I did. I packed a little pipe here, and I didn't do anything about it. Sorry, Mr. Jared Shaw. It sucks. It's crazy. This has been my whole push forever. This is specifically another reason why I keep speaking the way that I do, and I keep trying my hardest to speak the positive word and to spread the love that cannabis has given me outwardly, allowing everybody to know we should not be killing people because of this. We should not be incarcerating people because of this. We literally, in many of places around the world, allow people to use this as medicine. It's a very mixed message, and through the earth, there's plenty of mixed messages going on. There's a lot of I believes and you believes, but believes don't make physical truths, and I prefer to exist in a physical truth. Something that maybe you guys heard me talk about the other day, but it fucking kills that it doesn't even have to be reality, logic, or anything that makes this happen. It can be because an entity gained so much power and they said no. That's it. That's all they had to do was say no. We don't want you to. Sea Bunny grows too. What is going on, my friend? How are you? Happy Thursday night. Yeah. Missy Bunny. Friend. Thanks for coming. Dank, are you the one bringing all the friends in here? I appreciate everybody coming in and listening. Hearing me give my rants about why I think cannabis is the way. It is a far better thing than some of the options that are available out there. In that, I was talking about this the other day. Cannabis literally helps everybody love. It's like that thing, right? Y'all feel more connected to people when you're around it. World peace. Look at that. Love is connection. Cannabis is the love. And thank y'all for giving it, spreading it, being the embodiment of it. It makes this place far more bearable, and it makes it far less scary, right? I'm scared of bombs and shit, y'all. I don't like drones and weather balloons and fucking crazy warfare stuff. I'd rather prefer a little smoky tokey with a couple of friends, a little conversation to overcome. We're all right there. And with all of you spreading that love, throwing that love, whatever it is that you're doing to be part of the positive, kudos to you. You deserve a lot more of a pat on the back. Hopefully you're patting yourself on the back and you're confident in what you're doing. You're not allowing the judgment of others and it's really scary though when we're just talking about like this guy here. This man's literally dealing with the persecutions of death, with the judgment level of his consumption, and 132 cannabis candies. That's a personal use. I could eat 132 cannabis candies while sitting here. You know? And not only that, in Illinois they make 40 packs of gummies, right? They have 100 milligrams in it, 2.5 milligrams per, which means that you could eat, 300 milligrams of THC in that whole entire thing. If we're talking about the most minuscule part of it, even if they're all 10 milligram things, right? Even if they're that fake Michigan 25 or 50 or whatever they call it, this is not a lot. Dank Nugs, I appreciate you so much. J-Rats, what are you? Kudos, friends. I love y'all, man. The 132 gummy challenge. You know what? Let's cheers one of these up. I appreciate you all. Little medicine for me too. I've had a lot of talks lately about this specific thing. If you didn't watch this week's episode of Two Dope Dudes, go check it out. I really, even for myself, I don't like listening to myself talk, but this time I didn't feel that bad about the conditional cannabis corner. Worthwhile listen, I think. It kind of speaks to a lot of what I'm talking about now. We literally are people who are counterculture. We're people who have gone against the institution for a long time. We've done so at the heavy risk of persecution and prosecution, honestly. And we, in doing so, we've been allowed to get away from having to be so institutional, having to follow all these rules. We've gone, wait a minute, I'm not doing so much bad. I mean, in fact, more than anything, I feel like I'm doing something more positive for myself and more beneficial to me. Something I don't feel like in me doing is going to hurt you. I don't use this thing ignorantly. I don't use it so ignorantly that I would harm you, get in a car and drive and smash. Like, there's none of that, right? The level of use for cannabis that I have is a very cognitive one. And I don't think you have to justify it to anybody. I think you have to, in here, remember that, like, the things that you do aren't to hurt anybody. They're not to gain from anybody. And it sucks, again, where we literally live in a place where having 31 instead of 30 means that you are a criminal. What's the difference in 31 and 30? Nothing. On a scale of death and toxicity, aspirin is far more dangerous. Walgreens? Oh, so much more dangerous of a place to stop into than a fucking dispensary. And not only that, like, I mean, too, the full candy aisle, right? The full aisle of drinks, syrups and shit, you know, that are just carbonated syrup. And that's our healthcare place, you know. Sorry to rant. I'm not trying to rant. I love y'all, and I appreciate you being cognizant of what this means. Hold on. Friends, I might not be subscribed to some of your channels. If you have a channel, can you please tell me in the chat right now so that I can click on it and subscribe? I'm going through everybody right now. C Bunny, there you are. I'll subscribe. Dank Nugs. Oh, Dank Nugs. I'm number 200, bro. I've definitely watched your shit. Sorry for not being subbed already. I'm such a bum sometimes, guys. I think I'm number 200. Do you have 200 now? Hey! Let's go, Dank Nugs. My guy. Garden Cultivation Network? Oh, it's a safe song. Hold on, we're gonna get through it. Hold on. I'm like, what he said. I'm like, what he said. Dudley Dawson, what's up, brother? Shit. I'll come on and show some love. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, let's do this for real. He went away. Garden cultivation. Oh, I'm already subscribing. Oh, I was watching. What was I watching this the other day? I saw some of this pop up, and I watched it. Oh, it was shorts. I was watching shorts the other day. You're absolutely correct, Amundo. All right. GCN. Already subbied. Can go. Oh, that's you and Ganix? Oh, shit. I've only looked at your plants. I haven't looked at your faces. I'm gonna have to look at your faces. Yeah, and I bet everybody else too. For me at least, if I click on somebody's name right now, it pops up a little thing that says go to channel. I just clicked on go to channel and then hit subscribe to everybody. If everybody else in here needs to subscribe, everybody else, Dudley's and the people who don't know each other, do it, you know, help grow the communities. This is, Aaron and I were talking about it this week, supporting dope people. That's Aaron's words. It's something I bought into, and it's the reason why I continue to do it is because there are so many people who are so dope doing things with cannabis who don't even get an ounce of the recognition that they deserve. And like I said, it's just this big institutionalized money grab. It's heavily rooted in greed and sloth and envy and pride and things that for the rest of us, it's the reason we use this to run away from those things, the anxieties that we get because of the things that other people are doing and causing from their greed and from their sloth and from their pride, right? There's a lot of great use from this plant, and there's a lot of great the growing aspect of it. It doesn't have to be a consumption thing, right? There's so many other ways to handle, use, build with. I mean, once this thing becomes a textile, it's just all the same plant, right? The difference is hemp and cannabis. Cannabis is something over 0.3% THC, and hemp is something under that, right? Comes from the same plant, very much so the same. It's just how you handle it, and if you handle it correctly, according to the federal government, you're in good shape. Now, the thing is, hemp is consumable, and everybody has this horrible time with that, right? I don't understand why. They follow the regulations. Do you understand how much 0.3% THC it takes to get some THC? It takes a lot. And everybody goes, well, THCA, and then you just... Oh, well, we all know. But hey, listen, that's not what we're talking about, THCA. Stop that, all right? And all of the people who are out there, officials, people making laws, lobbyists, who continue to push these ideas of gas station cannabinoids, and no, they're all real. It all literally comes off the same plant. It's a synthesization of this thing, you know? Oh, and that's exactly it. A lot of... Guap says the same... Oh, there he is. Look, hey, it's Guapo. I won't have to speak for him, but he says the same thing. Growing is his zen place. He loves to be in there because not only... And what I love... Why Guapo says what he says too, more about why he grows. Guapo does this for a medical patient. He is the caregiver and grows the medicine that the person he's growing for consumes to not feel bad. And the thing that he puts all his love and energy in, because he gets that return from, he's able to outwardly give to somebody that he loves backward. And then, oh, you know, just the cycle of what this thing is capable of, and the multitude of implications and applications for it. And then we ain't even talked about textile. We ain't even talked about its fibrous capabilities, and, you know, that's a whole nother... Oh, man. right. And banknotes. The thing is, even in that, it's a growing experience. It's an experience. It's something um, that you're struggling with now, but the next time you'll know how to do it better, or you'll know how to prevent doing it like that. And if you're not keeping enough notes or noticing the differences and nuances, maybe in your grow environment, in your watering schedules, in your whatever, in your scheduling, in your whatever, that's it. Just keep better scheduling, whatever. And, you know, I believe in all of you. I think all of you probably are, but that's just my little take on it. You know, sometimes you got to deal with a stubborn one or two to really find out what it is that you're looking for and what you need. And then you get one that's really good, and man, if you just hammer down on that, keep it consistent, show it love, don't stress it out, don't break the thing. You know, I watch a lot of people kill a lot of good plants in my life. Sad. R.I.P. Mag Landrace. R.I.P. Florida Orange. I just had give me a moment, guys. Just you all should. Hey, R.I.P. Okay, I'm back. We're Zendin. Bingo. What a beautiful thing, then. It's therapy and therapy. It's love. Love's the most important one. I promise you. It's been a big conversation. We talked about it a lot the other day. Peace, love, the ability to get together, communicate, understand, accept. There's a lot of people that don't do it the same way as us. We don't gotta be that frustrated. Nah. Smoke some. Hit an indica. Take a little puff. Slow your thought process for a minute. And then get back and go, you know what? We just had two different perspectives. And maybe from where you're at and where you're standing, that might work. But through my experiences and what I've had to go through, it doesn't work over here. So, you know, all good and gravy. I hope that your processes continue to work for you. That's it. Perspective, baby. Someone puts me in the right frame of mind. It calms me. It heals me. It's a meditation space. Italy. Damn it, I love that too. Well, that's exactly it. Well, in the same way, consumption, growing, just the plant in general, something that is not harmful, something that shows a return from your efforts, something, if you love it more and you take more time to understand it, to get to know it, to go through the bumps of it, you honestly can return such a good thing. And yeah, I love these, you know, as far as like, yeah, it's a very good relationship to have. The one with cannabis and whatever aspect you use it in, as long as you're using it positively and for love and for connection and communication, kudos to you. You're doing it right. Keep on doing it, and hopefully you're doing it to make a few bucks, dude. You know, there's a lot of people out there who might not understand how to go through, and maybe everybody's going, nah, that's a really big risk. Well, sometimes we got to take risks to do things. And somebody out there listening right now, I promise you, has enough skills to go get a hemp license. Licensing process through any industry is pretty tough. You don't understand it, going to the local municipalities and going through all the processes, but I promise you, you're smart enough. Use ChatGPT, ask it a few questions. But you can go get your hemp license right now, and you guys could make hemp products and represent them. There's some markets that it's harder to do so in, but it definitely gives you a large level of protection. And in some markets, you guys actually might have a better access to a regulated license. Now, it might be way more expensive to enter a regulated market. It may also be way more saturated in competition, especially if there's open licensing processes going on now. So, for that, again, it's tough. And it's tough to enter this thing, and all of us would like to, you know, if we were going to do it, it'd be cool. Even like if you think about it and you're like, man, I would like to enter cannabis and make money from it. It'd be cool to be one of these big players, somebody who's actually got a name for themselves. But hopefully you get a name for yourself because you're the best at it, you know? And I think quality will follow. You know, just be quality. Oh, shit. Flop, fuck, that sucks. Holy cow, wow, that's, yep, sorry to hear it. Dude, wow, you just gave me anxiety thinking about it. Mine has a key, but also has a digital pad on it. And I'm always worried that the digital pad's gonna go out on it. And I'm like, well, what the hell do you do then? I'm just gonna have to, like, you know, smash it? Take the jaws of life to it? I do replace the battery quite regularly. Ah, you gave me anxiety right now. I'm gonna go replace the battery tonight before I pass out. And see, Bunny, things like that. And you know what? Consumption of cannabis, if you're doing it correctly, I think teaches some level of patience too. And whether you want it to or not. And for all of us who have ever overdone cannabis, if you haven't, good for you. But I think overdoing cannabis is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. It teaches you patience. Wait a minute. Am I really that bad off? Is my heart really gonna explode? Am I really? No? Okay. And I don't. Everything in moderation. Everything in your whole life should be done with some level of moderation. This plant included. I'm not telling you how much to take or to take less or to take, it doesn't matter. I think there's a proper dosing system, and inhalation is the one where you can get away with maybe doing more without the ramification because of its quick onset and quick offset, and your ability to walk away from it without. It's not that there isn't a dependence that's caused. Everybody says it's not an addictive process. Anything that gives you a dopamine hit, anything that gives you some enjoyment or something can be, I hate to say addictive in this space because we use addiction to talk about the negative a lot of times. Somebody that's hurting themselves with something. Cannabis can be very, you want to keep going to it because it's a place of comfort. And in the same way with all of these other things that we're addicted to, but the level of harm that you are causing yourself because your desire to use very small quantities of something, I think somebody who's trying to go away from it isn't like, oh my God, I can't stop smoking 22 blunts a day. I have to just keep rolling blunts and blunts and blunts. It's all I got. And if that is what you're going through, please start typing in the chat and I will work my fucking magic. I'll try my best to explain to you how to get away from that. Because there's actually cannabinoids that you can use to do the rebound thing. Anyway, past that, don't overdo anything. Moderation is key. I smoke too much to sell any. Well, and see, Bunny, if you got the proper licenses, y'all could be, you know, licensed and growing more of, you know, and in the proper ways. Break it down. Oh, my goodness. Wow. You know what? I just got a sigh of relief for you. And Dank Nugs, I think that is a consistent smoking schedule for every single one of us here. If what Dank Nugs just said is what you don't do, tell me. If you just have to keep smoking, let me know. Growing is the most addictive part of, yeah, bingo. Smoking, yeah, bingo. Guapo, you know, as long as you did it through the nasal cavity, I think you're okay. No, I've had people very close to me who have actually suffered from cannabis hyperemesis. And it's somebody who I, shit, Drum, you remember when we made this little 30-second banger here? All right, anyway, I knew somebody who had cannabis hyperemesis, and that is overusing cannabis. And then once they did that, they scared themselves away from going back and using it properly. And I tried very hard to interject again and go, I can help you use this thing without that level of danger to yourself. I think the other thing is too, we all very much so enjoy the benefit or the breakthrough capabilities of inhalation of cannabis, where sometimes doing that might cause stomach paralysis. Is it the smoke? Is it the THC abundance? They really haven't pinpointed, but there's plenty of other ways, and if you use the proper cannabinoids, I promise you can find the same comforts. It is a transition period, but you definitely can. Anyway. Dank Nugs. He's a double injector there. He gets the XL injection. Sea Bunny, do you really? I can honestly, so reintroducing a CBD regimen to begin will absolutely help balance that, but using CBC in conjunction with THC in small amounts can also, and CBG, if you have the ability to find either one of them with THC in a smokable, it's always great because that's what people want and desire. But nowadays we're seeing more edibles that definitely have those things in them, and I recommend. John Voight, what is up, brother? How the fuck are you? Oh, Guap. You already know. I like the blueberry ones. It really is. There's no better flavor that you're gonna want to savor. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Biz is here, bump, 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 to grace us with his songs, his songs, his songs, his songs. He looking fine, bump, bump, bump. All right, anyway, what up, Biz? It's bones, it's bones, it's bones. Yeah, that's fire. All right, I'm into it. Oh, the strawberry ones, Guapo. Now, when they don't have blueberry, I always get strawberry. Yes. Yes. All right. Biz, what's up, dude? Can Hunter hear me right now? Is he by you? Hunter, do you want the card? Nah, man. What are we doing here? Sheep! I sent him a message earlier, bro. I'm like a chump to this guy, you know what I mean? Maybe he sent me a message. Did he? No. Hey. Hold on. Can happen. All right. Hold on. There we go. It's Guapo. For you, buddy. Done. May the will be done of the Guapo. No, you're absolutely right. I respect it. 100%. Probably a bunch more too, but oh, Sea Bunny. There are some nice ones, huh? You know what the crazy thing is? Well, obviously, all AI images. Everything that goes behind me is an AI image. I have pink drink right now. You guys know about the pink drinks? I'm gonna explain it again. All right, here's the thing. I don't know what Starbucks is doing. I've been to two Starbucks recently, and the damn thing is separating on me. I don't like. Y'all, I got one in the refrigerator that's separated. This one, look at that. Look at the consistency. Pink. Look at that. Nice looking drink there. Pink drink. Delicious. Okay. Extra coconut milk. No fruit. That's a little weird. Ice. I get it on the side, put it in. This is the juice you need in your life. If you're looking for juice. Ho ho! Anyway. It makes me feel good. It gets me excited. And I feel... Biz. Holy Jimmy Anderson. What is up, brother? Mr. Anderson. Yeah, Biz, they change it up. They're seasonal cookies, dude. They're seasonal flavors. Boo-hoo to you, buddy. I'm sorry. And you know what? I laughed so hard. I was scrolling on some shit the other day, and there was an article that read, it was like a snipping of an article that read, Gen Z is into this new trend of home barista or something like that. And then I laughed. And then I liked it, loved it, whatever. And then I saw somebody actually do like a little clip of the thing. And it was like, this is the article. And I was like, oh, I just read that article. And then they started laughing. They're like, did these motherfuckers just figure out that you can make coffee at home? Why are you mad at Starbucks? Because they ain't got your shit. Let's go. I mean, s'mores is just, they got it. We got, it's graham crackers and fucking, you know? Come on, my guy, we got you. We'll make it together. Me and you. We'll come up with a better recipe. By the time you're done, you can actually say fuck Starbs. But be nice too, because Starbs was the one who introduced you to it, who gave you the idea, who's now got you all up in a tizzy because you're not allowed to have what you want when you want it. You know what I've been recommending to everybody in here lately is smoke some indica. Do you got any of that? Indica? You know what I'm talking about? It's a little cannabis product. You can put it into a pipe, smoke it, chill out. You'll be fine. Hi, Larry. Love you, buddy. Hope all is good on your side. Oh, the only two things I liked. Like, you can't like more things, Biz. I'm sorry they got rid of it. You know? Maybe you should have bought more of them and they wouldn't have had to discontinue it. You know what's not discontinued? Pink drink. You know why? Because I buy enough of them. I told all my friends so they'd start buying it so they don't discontinue it. Alright? Hey, listen, you know what I'm sad about? They don't make it right sometimes. I pulled back through. That's why I got a separated one over there in the refrigerator. I pulled back through. I said, no way. I can't do it. Make it just look like this. It's better when it's like this. When it's separated, that looks disgusting. And how do you not see that? How are you comfortable giving it out? And I'm not mad at anybody. You're okay. But you wouldn't drink that. And if you said you would, nah. Bring back the s'mores frap for my buddy. He loves it. That's okay. The s'mores forever, the cookie crumble. I don't know about until Hunter says it's something. What the shits? Oh, Biz. You know what also happened? Kiss went on their final tour in like the 90s. They said they were never gonna tour again. Do you know that the McRib was discontinued? Said it was never gonna come back. All the worst thing forever, and you got that in capital letters, like you're Nostradamus of fucking Starbucks. Like they didn't have a list. Look at you. I would write a message to Starbucks yourself. You might have a better shot. You're arguing in a chat room with 12, 13 people here, and according to me, now listen, I'm trying to support you. That's all I'm saying. I just want you to get out of this negative mindset where you're defeated by Starbucks. We can overcome them suckers. We got it, bro. You and me together. Wonder Twins unite. Baristas for life. You know what I mean? I mean, it's probably not going to taste that good. Well, no. Hey, you remember that cake you made? That was really delicious, dude. I got a feeling you probably know how to make some shit. Make a damn s'mores cookie mocha crumble for yourself. You can mix the two together. Have your two favorite things in one cup. You know? Oh, maybe it's like a cup with like, it's got two sides. You got a straw in one side and one side, and you can go on either side, and then you can put the straws together, have a little sip of both at the same time. Maybe you just broke through some. You're a millionaire. You didn't even know it. It's a lot of work to come up. Well, probably not. Maybe they got split cups already. You can just buy them. Alibaba. You'll be all right. They'll be cheap. It'll take 6 months, and you'll pay some tariffs to get them. But you're gonna be all right. Get them. You got this. Oh. Well, I didn't have to make the pink drink. I tried a couple of times because they were out of the pink in the drink. There was a national shortage. They couldn't get the acai berry. Do you know why? Do you know anything about acai? I figured it out the other day. Have you ever seen an acai berry in the local grocery? No, you haven't. You know why? And even if you did, it's been a frozen thing. The reason for it is a lot of it gets immediately, it goes bad in like 3 days. We watched a big thing on it the other day, me and Bodine. It was a good watch. We figured out people, they climb up these real janky trees, and you can't be too fat. A couple of us, we would fuck them trees up. But yeah, we couldn't be acai pickers. We could not grow this shit. They climb to the top of the tree and they're swinging the tree that's already fragile and about to snap in half, and they're swinging back and forth, grabbing other trees, pulling berry, and then they gotta get them to the market. They only got a few days before they spoil. And then they process them, put them into little cubes that you throw into your smoothies now. All right, but anyway, there was a shortage of that. That's my whole point. I'm sorry that I had to go into a long rant to help you understand what was going on, but sometimes shortages, unfortunately, there's no shortage of s'mores, and I can help you. I got your back. Doug Grow and Go. What's up, brother? Chi-Town High Five fam. Oh, we got the squad in here now. Sorry, guys, I'm ranting to one of my friends. I'm trying to help him overcome his drink despair. Golly, if any of the rest of you are going through Starbucks issues, just let me know. I'll help you overcome it too. You can come over. We'll try to make the recipe right together. Me and you. Team. Listen, your sketch. Bring sexy back, babe. Ooh, I like it. Scorecards on Sunday, bro. What are you talking about? Settle down, Biz. Now you're trying to throw shade. I was trying to help you. I love you. Chi-Town, how are you? Happy Thursday. And thanks to the squad. God, I love this damn drink. It gets me excited. And it gets me all... Oh, hear me? I'm ready. Damn. Oh, we're shit. I'm realizing things quickly. I wanted to hit this thing. You know what this thing is? Delicious is what it is. Peach. Tastes good as hell. It's gotta be, let's see. In all the disc golfers ever, the thing is, you can have your debts paid in other places, sir. I know, I kind of figured you might be, and I figured you thought you would come in here and try to run this. Yeah, no, you put your LMAOs in small letters. It's not that funny. It's kinda, but I knew it. I've been waiting. I don't know if I gotta just time you out for 24 hours, delete a few messages, make sure. What's the rules? God damn. Yeah, oh, the spam in this guy. No. Guys, don't bet your friends, okay? Especially, oh, I can't even read it now. Dude, the 10-second timeout. Oh, that's so good. You remember when he timed out my cousin? This jerk? So what happened with Biz over here, just so that I don't even want to explain myself. It's so dumb. I'm bad at disc golfing. Biz is better at it. Let's just tell you that, okay? And here's the thing. No, you ready? Got him is fucking what I'm about to tell you, Dudley Dawson, okay? I gotta do it. Don't make gambles, okay? No, dude, because then you could just... I'm going to delete this. No, I can't. I'm not going to do it. Because it can't be recorded forever. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I love you. That's it. That's what you can hear. Biz is my favorite disc golfer. Look at him go. He's fucking great. He's just a hero of all the disc golfs. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear shorts in the winter. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You on a bus? Does it pat your baby's back when it begins to fuss? Will it let you use bad words? Will it make you good cheese curds? Does it have the ability? It's so guapo, and I've been playing. If it doesn't turn it off, light a joint. See, I'll storm your house and tell them Uh-oh. I am about to start playing better. There's something happening. Wait, Guapo was with me today. He got to see a couple of putts. Biz, let's admit, I've been making some putts. That damn thing around the corner the other day was a lot of fun. On hole 3, the starting hole. That little flick, the little putt. That's all I got. John Voight, welcome back, brother. What is good? Does it pat your baby's back when it begins to fuss? Will it let you use bad words? Will it make you good cheese curds? Does it have the ability to clean up the dog's turds? If it doesn't, turn it off. Light a joint and enjoy the cough. All right, cannabis. Get back to it, Biz. I can't. You're real nice. I feel bad because so far up the thing, I feel like so obligated to say the thing, but now answering a question that's that far back and just saying it's so bad. It's not gonna work. Maybe later on, catch me off. Catch me another way. Man. All right. Lots of illegal grows going on in the marijuana world, according to what's going on over here. We talked about it. This is the wrong one. I'm over on this thing. There's a lot of good cannabis news out there. If anybody wants to talk about anything cannabis related, you just let me know. Ask me outside. High time, you know. Thing is, Biz, what time are you done with work tomorrow? Are you gonna play in the flex? Should I go off early or should I wait? I think Bowie has to go off early. I think he's got to work, so I might go off with that dude. Where is Bowie? He's supposed to be in here. Wait, like you would go early because you don't work, or you can go early because you don't work, or... Oh, okay, you got... Okay, sweet. Nice. I mean, that's really the main intention anyway. Just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. Oh, the old Wayne County. The large scale, folks. Oh, big news. Jesus Christ. He said, I saw 2 men running out. They looked like middleweights. Jumped into a white car with out-of-state plates. And Miss Patty Valentine. Oh, it's all good, Biff. I'm into that. Wait a minute, boys. This one's not dead. This one, again, if you didn't hear me, we got a basketball player, this time in a far worse place in the world to have cannabis. In Russia, it's not good, and you definitely, Brittany Griner, we went through that whole thing there. Wild situation. This is worse, though. This man does actually face a death penalty for his possession of cannabis. And from what any one of us would recognize it as, it seems like a very personal use, possession of edible gummies that, you know, he was probably using for himself to help him sleep or whatever. Super sad situation. Yeah, I definitely do. Biz, his name is Jared Shaw. He's a Dallas native and played basketball, or he plays basketball in Indonesia. A lot of these guys who don't make it pro here can actually make a living if they're good enough in other parts of the world. So they go over and play in other leagues, and they make good money, you know, enough to sustain life. It's exactly what Brittany Griner was doing. That's when Brittany Griner went over to Russia. She was doing so for career purposes. And let's go, Wasco. You should flex right now. Yeah, I like it. Looking good, brother. How are you? Oh, yep. You guys saw this? Pennsylvania. Sorry, Pennsylvania. It's not going to pass the Senate. Senate rejected this, I think, in a 7-3 vote. That is heavily against the proposal that was voted on by the House and was pushed up. I think it wasn't even but a couple of weeks ago. And now we're already seeing a rejection at the Senate level. It's kind of sad. Sorry, Pennsylvania. You know, hopefully you're able to get access through your medicinal licenses still, and you know, hopefully there's a bordering state. Sucks, you know, if there's not. But you see what happens when you go over borders, and the wrong ones. If you're this guy, you have death penalty potential, and if you're, you know, one of us in the wrong one, you're definitely gonna face some fines, and there's some, you know. This is my whole point. It's stupid that you're being incarcerated for something that so many people profit from, including the government, which is, you know, not the federal, but the state level governments are definitely profiting from this thing. 400+ million from, what you call it, Illinois alone last year. Oh, oh my God, oh my God. How do you, Can I join it? Request access. Am I signed in? Install, login. Here we go. What is happening? Get me in, coach. I just saw that, Guap. You got me all excited. No, I'll look at it in a minute. Hold on. England, Justice, committee votes, reject proposed all use. Is there anything else? Uh-oh. Addiction experts. You know, you guys have heard me talk about addiction in the past, and it'll let you in right away. Fuck yeah, Guap. I'm into that. I will absolutely check that out. I hate hearing the word addiction around cannabis. Yeah. I won't go off the deep end speaking on it. Addiction means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And there is a line between people who like to feel good and are compulsive in their use of something. And for that, addiction is a very fine line, and there is something that, again, chemically speaking, can be off, right? And for that, yeah. Hell yeah, Biz, that's awesome. Habitual is definitely a beautiful way to describe how people use it. I would even say ritualistically a lot of times. If you are more of a social consumer and you're somebody who doesn't mind kind of letting loose with a puff of the joint that's being passed around the friend group, you might even be more ritualistic in your use. um, seeing that it is a very mild intoxicant when used correctly, I could completely understand why somebody would turn to this, right? So yeah, but addiction, lots of perspective on that. There becomes a chemical imbalance that becomes a dependency and a compulsion mixed together. There is, yeah. So there's a lot more, and obviously we all have different interpretations. But I cannabis isn't that. We all can agree, I think.
There are some we never tell. Why were you so surprised that you never saw a stranger?
What's good, Gare Bear? My God. What are you doing?
Don't be afraid to try again. Everyone goes south.
4:30, Wasco, I don't have, I'm gonna be going early, sorry. I will see who can, though. We might have a squad available for you then. Let me see if any of the boys are trying to get off work on time and head up there, and I can definitely help you with that. Gare Bear in the house, everybody. Give a little shout out to Mr. Gary. Gary Cornett, Anita, Lucy, our Kentucky folks. Uh-oh. This is, oh my God. This is about, what, once every 3 to 6 months? You guys have seen this story pop up with if you've listened to me or you've listened to us on Two Dope Dudes, you've seen this story pop up regularly. 11 students sickened, taken to hospital after eating marijuana edibles at Southside Chicago school. Let's jump into this really quick. This is local enough. I just want to see the context here. 11 students were taken to the hospital from an elementary school on the Chicago South Side Tuesday afternoon after eating what officials were said were marijuana edibles. The students got sick just after 2 p.m. at Fort Dearborn Elementary School. Whatever. Yeah. Notified the parents in a letter. Oof. You should call me. We believe our community member may have ingested the unknown substance in the form of edibles, which are food or drinks that are made with cannabis and other prohibited substances. Porter wrote, what the fuck? That's kind of a weird approach. Did you use ChatGPT to write that letter? How unconnected. Prohibited substances of any kind are not allowed on our school, and we encourage you to take this opportunity to have a conversation with your child about the health risks associated with consuming edibles, and to remind them not to accept food if they do not know where it came from. Now, that's healthy enough rules. I'm not against that. My only issue with this entire thing is that again, don't over. Let's talk about how. Okay, there's a lot of factors here. How are kids getting the edibles? It's obviously from parents. What, you know? Yeah, there's a lot. So anyway, I gotta get this off. Every time I hear it, and y'all just gotta tell. And we did it for that anyway. Shit. Oh, and Anita and Lucy, what's up, friends? When they're in my chili, I made a way to ding-a-ling, I make a one with Diddy Kong. Do you know what he just said? Trip, trap, keep up, lad, diggity, diggity, no doubt. Okay. This sucks. Russia school after the call of several students had overdosed. They just dosed. There's kids who are probably way too young. Said 22 students ingested what were later identified as edibles containing 2-HC. Of those 22 pupils, 11 needed medical attention. This, again, is because the wrong demographic is using this thing, right? This is completely unnecessary. Did you just see that little shit ad that was right there. All right. Anyway, I really like to know where they got the product from. It's from their parents. It's not easily accessible. Like you can just go to the corner store and they're going to give it to a child. That's correct. So it has to be an adult somewhere involved. That is correct. How did it happen? Why? Who brought it? I take that back. There has to be somewhere down the line there's an adult involved, but the delineation from who it goes to where it ends, nobody knows what that process is. And it could have just gone from, 8 or 21 to an 18 to a, 16, 14, whatever, and then just down the line. And it's not that those few year gaps make it any better, but yeah, to immediately assume that there was some parental neglect, and it wasn't just a kid who knew somebody who was able to buy something from somewhere. Anyway, how did it happen? Who brought it? This is a fear response. This is a I want justice response. Instead of being like, and I respect the teacher for saying it, go in there and have a honest, open communication with your children about the things. This is why I used to beg parents that used to come into the dispensary for the first time. I used to beg them. I'd say, please, please, please consider having an honest conversation with whoever it is that you're telling me you're trying to hide this from. If it's your children, they should know that their parents use something that is accessible to the adult public now, and they should know the reason why their parents use it, that it is for personal use, that it is for mental health, that it is for physical health. You can present to them a reasonable enough reason why if they don't need it, that they shouldn't have to use it, and that at some point in their life, if that's something that they want to explore, that they should come to you first before having anybody else just give them something, right? Because at least if you have that conversation with your kid and they're sitting at school, they may just hear those words in their head one more time and go, you know what, I'm cool, I just don't need it now. And even if because you can have a conversation with your kids because they don't want to be not liked, they want to be agreeable, whatever, and fit in, you can go, hey, let's if something like that were to ever come up, just go, hey, you know what, I would do that averagely, I just don't feel good right now, and honestly, like, I got some stuff I got to do later. So and for you to be able to at least be agreeable through it, and to not put yourself out, to not have to go through the ridicules that kids do, putting peer pressure and whatever, you're not judged then. You're cool. You came in, said, I don't need that right now, or I don't, even if you're really good at teaching your kids, which I hope you do, is that you teach your kids to say, hey, I know what you have there, and that's okay. You can do that if you want. But like, my parents use it as medicine, and they've actually taught me a lot of ways that like could benefit people, and please don't overdo it, and please don't give it to the wrong people, right? You're okay if you want to think that I'm a weirdo, use your words to communicate through these processes, because most people, when you use logic and you present to them like, hey, I actually do know what it is, I'm not foolish, but it is ridiculous to, do that at school as a elementary student. Your kids can be the positive influence. Good. Anyway, in that speaks, once a week, holy shit. In Michigan, Detroit Public School Community District, somebody is also sounding the alarm about kids and marijuana edibles. Once a week, we're dealing with an incident with edibles where a child is being taken to the hospital. And this is calling on legislators to change labeling and packaging, increase awareness around edibles. This is, whoa, Mr. Beardo, what is good, my man? How are you, brother? Thanks for stopping in. How are you? Bro, so shit, you ready, Beardo? How about this? 11 students sickened, taken to hospital after eating marijuana edibles at a Southside Chicago school. We're talking about kids eating edibles at school and the access to which they get them. This is an elementary school, it says it right here. I don't know what grade children these are, what elementary is, but yeah. And then, you know, in Michigan, they're saying it's a once-a-week occurrence that the district supervisor is talking about, superintendent, or whatever that is there. I think that, here. Back at Fort Dearborn Elementary in Chicago, parents say ultimately the adult should be held responsible. And I'm also kind of saying that. I think that if you are an adult who is using or using cannabis, and you plan on putting any of it anywhere, right? I have like little locking things that for the drawer that I put any cannabis in, that you have to use like magnets to open the fucking thing. It's just an extra level of protection against anybody. And who's going through my stuff? I hope nobody, right? But I have enough nieces and nephews that are enough exploring, and I'm not around playing disc golf and stuff, so I try to lock up my stuff. It seems more logical to do so. But I also, and they're not at the point where I feel like they need to have the talk about cannabis, and maybe at some point it's better too. But I think when the time comes, I'm glad that I'm going to be the one to be able to give them the conversation. I'm glad that they're going to have somebody who will represent this to them in a means that is, you don't need this thing. It's unnecessary. But when it's necessary, it's the coolest thing in the world. And if you're smart enough, and you don't have to be pressured by it. Nobody out there, and getting the approval of somebody by doing any substances, by making any decisions, is those aren't the people you want to be around. And it's nice to have the attention, especially if those are cool people, right? A lot of us might have fallen to traps in our time. But if you could just have this honest conversation with the youth at this point, and I think that's the whole thing. If the words coming out of my mouth were spoken by Drake and Miley Cyrus and fucking what's her name? What's that other girl? Taylor Swift and shit. If they were talking to the public about this thing, and the you know, proper use of it, people would fucking jump on board, man. Maybe, you know. So I'm just hoping that at some point we get that level of representation where it just, everybody, the stigma for this thing and the understanding of this thing is more in line. And I think that, like, we do a piss poor job of it with alcohol too. When I was, how early, everybody in the chat, tell me how early, what was the first time you drank alcohol in your life? And maybe some of you waited till later. That'd be really cool. Mine, I remember my dad used to allow us to have a shot of beer or two, or we play card games, and if we had a couple of shots of that beer, by the time that, or like spritzers or something, like more of the juicy stuff, whatever, Seagrams or some shit, we would do that. It would make us go to bed a little bit better. This is back in the day now, y'all. But so I was young. But bingo, 14, smoked weed before I was bingo, wild turkey. Yeah, hey, listen, I remember stealing alcohol from my buddy's parents when we were 12. Legit. I can remember it distinctly. And I remember sitting in his room. We took like a bottle of Coke, one little sip out of it, put this whole, like, we put like, you know, I don't know, not that much alcohol in it. We all sat around and drank it and whatever. It was Malibu coconut rum, man, and we put it in there with the Coke, and we sipped on that one night, and then we went out into the hot tub. We were laughing, having a fucking blast, dude. I remember that shit. We were young as shit. Nobody ever told us shit. We just watched all the parents go into that cabinet, slam some of the stuff into a cup, go back, party around. We just wanted to know what the hell was going on. We had a good time with it. Oh, and Beardo, see, my dad was super honest with me, and this is why I distinctly remember the first time that, like, I was at a party, and I was way too fucked up, like, and my dad had told me, he goes, no matter what, don't get behind the fucking wheel, and it was before I was even old enough to even be driving, I think, actually. He said, if you know that somebody else around you is going to drive the car, and you don't feel comfortable with it, call me first. And when I called my dad, that man didn't even matter. He picked up. I was like so ashamed of myself. He literally walked me through it in the nicest way. He goes, you don't have to be ashamed. Don't feel guilty. You're okay, kid. I'm going to come pick you up. Thank you for calling me. I'm so proud of you. Like, he walked through this whole thing, reassuring me that what I just did was okay, that my decisions that I made, though they weren't, and we went back and he talked about it with me, and he goes, hey, listen, you know, like, what are you feeling about that? Is there like a guilt associated? And there was, right? But because he was able to vocalize to him, because he was able to walk me through the process without ridiculing me or scolding me for being, you know, kind of dumb as a kid, you know, but also not dumb, more exploratory. He walked through that with me. He said, okay, if you want to explore, the other thing is too, I have a house where you can do it safely, and if you want to do it with me, I'll allow you to. I want you to have the experience of the thing, if that's what you want to do, without the please don't let me just be scared of you out there in public, right? With somebody else putting your life at risk because of the inability. He goes, do you feel like you could drive a... He actually at one point, now this is when I was younger, maybe 14, 12, something of that nature, maybe even younger than that. We were drinking shots of whatever it was, beers or little Seagrams or some shit, and I was all excited, I'm laughing, I'm having a great time. I said, I want to drive my bike, and they were like, okay, go. So I went out to the thing, I opened the garage, I got on my bike, I started laughing, I kicked the kickstand. When I kicked it, I fell over, and when I did, I was just laughing my ass off, dying laughing with the bike still in between my leg. And my parents at that time, they took a picture of it. There was a picture of me laying in the middle of the floor with a bike between my legs, and that's how I remembered the whole story to begin with. I looked at it and said, what the hell was I doing here? And then my parents started laughing. They were like, holy shit, that's when you fell over because you was drunk. Well, anyway, yeah, we were dumb kids. And to say that, like, I don't know that it was necessary. I don't know, but also safe. But, oh, you know what I mean? That's it, Beardo. Good people always willing to, you know, be there. A little support, a little love. Yeah. Yeah. That's my thing. I was 12. I know for fact. I'm confident in it. I was 13 when I tried cannabis for the first time, and I had already confidently, with experience, had a few alcohol run-ins. Drank with a couple of friends, had a couple of late night parties where we snuck some of the parents' alcohol. And then when I was 13, I tried some cannabis, and so, like, never had a conversation with parents about that. Pre me consuming the thing. All of that was exploratory to me, and I watched a lot of adults in my life just go through the experience. Yeah. Oh man, there's so many good stories though. Honestly, watching like some of the parental figures in my life making goofs of themselves because they were drunk, falling down, and you know, as a kid, we had fun with it. There was laughter in it, right? They were all drunked up and having fun, stumbling, whatever. We were kind of just ancillary to it. When they laugh, you laugh. It's a kind of common response. So, like, it just became normalized. At least with cannabis, like, try to hide it. You know, a lot of parents do. A lot of parents are scared of it. And, like, this is the one where I'm like, please tell them about it. It's easier to tell them about it. But anyway, good luck, Chicago kids. Don't do the weeds, man. Convo brought to you by the Weeds, man. Holy shit, man. 8.4 million in the cannabis and 643 pounds of mushrooms. Why'd they use $1 amount for the weed and £1 amount for the mushrooms? They couldn't figure out the cost of it? Or just there's a common association, $1 amount for cannabis? Y'all know I like calculators. Let's check this out. What is 8400000? That's 8.4 million. If we divide that by 643, that's 13,000 a pound. That ain't right. I think the average in it depends on where you're at, but I think Illinois it's like closer to like in a wholesale experience. The low end you're probably in the 1,000, 1,500, and the high end you're probably, I mean, shit. Some of these people are, you know. Let's see. Hold on. What is it? 30 times 8 times 16. You know, you're closer to 4K. So 13,000 to 4K. You're probably 3 times that. So you 1,800 pounds of cannabis, maybe 1,900 pounds of cannabis would be my guesstimation if it's the highest end stuff. If it's low end stuff, a half of that, right? Or double that. So that's a lot. Orange County, you're doing some wild things. Yeah, that's was sorry. Okay, some lab licenses for Alabama. Let's get it. 700 plants seized. Oof. Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, they try to make this a big number. 700, right? That's not even that much. Do you understand? I mean, can somebody... Is there anybody who has worked at a cultivation center in the chat right now? Does anybody know how much one of the beds carries? 4,000 square feet? No, is that what you're saying? Is the let's see, can I actually really quick these okay. Yes, destroyed them and seized them. Okay, that's good. How about that? Ooh, a little grand opening for a dispo. Congrats. Whoa! Oh no. To ban smokable hemp. What does that even mean? Yeah, this lady seems... Oh my god, I'm so mad right now. Never mind. Be nice. She's an older lady, but God, there's something about it. Anyway, signed a legislation May 14th. That was yesterday. They'll regulate and tax certain hemp-derived THC products while banning others. Oh, prohibits smokable hemp products and more broadly authorizes a state alcohol beverage control or delights. Oh my god. Well, sorry, Alabama, you just made a stupid move. The new law will place a 10% excise tax on hemp products. Well. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So dumb. Just another way to make money off of people making money. Anyway, wild. We can go back. Let's see. Is there anything else? For Alabama, sorry. Oh, hell yeah. Finding relief from obstructive sleep apnea, study says. Whoa, now. That's a big one. Hold up. 4 in 10 patients saw consistent improvement in their sleep. Would you just... Wow. Info Minnesota Medical Cannabis has improved sleep for Minnesotans. Minnesotans, that's what they call themselves, huh? I guess so. Who suffer from obstructive sleep apnea, according to a new study from the State Office of Cannabis Management. The study, released Thursday, followed patients with obstructive sleep apnea between 2018 and 2023. Patients enrolled in a medical cannabis program due to obstructive sleep apnea, causing symptoms like fatigue, disrupted sleep, nausea, anxiety, and more. 4 in 10 patients with moderate to severe disruptive sleep reported a 30% reduction in their symptoms that stayed for at least 4 months. Wow! That's dope. Meaningful changes. Hey, Wop, next week's... No, I'm just playing. I'll get something else. But sleep apnea, let's talk about it. What's going on here? Can affect a patient's mental and physical health, so helping patients treat their symptoms can be a holistic outcome in their well-being. Super dope. Qualifier, according to the study, more than 1/3 of the patients who reported depression and anxiety also shared that they had relief after starting the medical cannabis program. Oh, you don't fucking say. Shit. Well, congratulations to the Minnesotans. And this might be something worth actually talking about, Guap. There's an article on it right here that we can link to people. But the way that I imagine this going is, again, because of the things that, if you've been listening to me, all of you are going to know it already. I've said these things a lot. Bronchodilation. The ability to actually breathe. A common reason for sleep apnea, or for things to happen, is also for the relaxation of your epiglottis, and your esophagus becomes kind of closed. It becomes very relaxed, and when it cuts off the airway, your body sends that jolting fucking opening, like, oh dude, you gotta be open, and it causes a very disruptive sleep pattern. I've dealt with it myself a couple of times in the past. I've felt it. I've talked to doctors about it. They've wanted to check me for sleep apnea. I said okay, but I also use cannabis, so maybe I'm benefiting myself without knowing. This is a really neat thing for a lot of my people too. I have a buddy who suffers greatly from asthma, and because of his inhalation and his regular use of cannabis, he believes that it causes a more... So, like, if you ever heard me talk about health too, and we're in these boxes, instead of being at these peaks and valleys, these very highs and these very lows, he's able to kind of keep those from being so shocking because of his consistent use of cannabis. He still uses an albuterol inhaler. I don't know why I just mumbled that, for shortness of breath, but he doesn't have to use it as much as when he was younger. He used to be so dependent on it. Super neat, but it's not asthma. The fact that he's using cannabis and finding that level of relief. But so bronchodilation, but I also too would venture to say probably getting into sleep, because where are we at here? Obstructive sleep apnea. Those are the ones that cause the very jarring, very hard to, like I said, it's that alarming, like, shock to the body, where maybe if your body is going to naturally open that airway and give you the air back, because it's what we need to do is breathe, perhaps it does that naturally while you're under the blocks of what THC or CBN or these other cannabinoids that keep you comfortable in sleep are, and you don't necessarily feel that jarring awakeness. I'd love to see a study done on that. I think that's worthwhile. It does. It feels like you're choking. That's exactly it, Shaitan. Yeah, literally like this, like very like, oh, I've done it. I've done it. Talked about it. Promise. Know about it. Very scary. Very not comfortable. And I had, you know what's really crazy? I had 2 or 3 instances. I had 2 or 3 instances of it happen while I was going through my sober October. Since I've done that, and since I've been on a more consistent regimen of cannabis consumption, I cannot, with confidence, tell you that it hasn't happened. But I cannot tell you. I mean, I literally remember the first time it happened at, because I was sleeping with somebody, and I got up and freaked out, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay." They're like, "Are you? What's going on?" Like, "It's all right. I think I just, when I stopped breathing for a minute or whatever." And they're like, "Really?" So yeah, sleep apnea, So for that, now that just came up, I've never really drawn this correlation in my life, but it's neat. If anybody else has sleep apnea and understands, oh, Chi-Town, no good, no bueno, not very comfortable. Nebraska mulling changes to voter-approved medical cannabis laws? Oh, no. Oh, sorry, Nebraska. That sounds terrible. Oh. Push a bill that would slash his costs. Hell yeah. Oh, licenses should be cheaper. Good for you. Let's get some politicians in here who are pro-cannabis and start working on reforming the cannabis market. Y'all want me to go be a politician? No, you don't. I was just totally kidding right there. I would definitely make some different rules about this cannabis stuff, though. Oh, Gare Bear. Oh, See? This was just something that came out like a week ago. The head of the DEA is all about cannabis reform, and then was directly asked and refuses to detail marijuana rescheduling stance. So there's this idea that a rescheduling of cannabis will happen. I think for a lot of people, there's this idea that the rescheduling of cannabis could be this huge breakthrough and this big move. To a degree, it definitely can be, but it's a bigger thing for the cannabis business and not a bigger thing for the cannabis consumer necessarily. In fact, it could make it even more confusing for the cannabis consumer now. Especially when the way that happens is that, like, Schedule 3 is what most pharmaceuticals, a lot of pharmaceuticals are. It's supposed to be held in a pharmacy. Now, in the rescheduling, there will probably be a caveat to that it doesn't have to be in a Western medicine pharmacy, but it has to be in a cannabis dispensary, a licensed by the state, following state guidelines dispensary. And that's my guesstimation of how the rescheduling goes. But Schedule 3 is, it's not even that huge of a breakthrough for all of us. It's making waves, right? It's a big movement, but for the idea that alcohol, really quick, let's do this as a team. How many people does alcohol kill in America a year? 178,000 people die each year due to excessive alcohol use. Making it one of the leading preventable causes of death in the country, ranking behind tobacco and poor diet. You can buy sugar like you wouldn't fucking believe. There's inside one of these, if you don't do all the coconut milk like I do, and you do the amount of the pink substance that they want you to, there's supposedly, I forgot what it was, like 2 ounces, 70 something grams of sugar that's added. We're only allowed 30 grams of possession of cannabis. All right, Cannabis doesn't kill people. Cannabis doesn't kill people. Sugar kills people. I've got 78 grams of it in one fucking cup. Here we go. Let's actually ask right now. How many grams of sugar are in a Trenta pink drink? Oh, 51. Hey, listen, they still get 21 more than we do as cannabis consumers. In one glass. Whatever. And then, like I said, right? Poor diet, tobacco and alcohol are descheduled substances. They're things that are so normalized. Like I said, when I was a child, I watched my parents do it. They never spoke about it because it's just normal. Wait till you're 21. Don't be a fool. Look at those people around us that aren't doing it great and just learn from them. It's like, how am I supposed to learn osmosisly as a child? This looks like y'all are having a lot of fucking fun. Shit. Anyway, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, death is on the rise. Oh, no. Alright, shit. Do as I say, not as I do. You know, I once was having a conversation with a friend, and it clicked in me, too. He said something to the effects of, like, I know how to tell you how to do it. I don't think I could do it myself, though. And I was like, what do you mean can't? You just literally made me the recipe for it, and then you immediately said can't? Constant and never-ending troubles? Nah, bruh. No way. But it was in the conversation him and I were having where I said, no, you're probably right. I do feel like I'm better at telling other people how to do some things than I am at holding myself accountable for doing the things. And reflecting on that statement enough times started to want I just wanted to be more accountable for my actions and shit. And through just reflecting on that single conversation, that thought and that process, I believe it's made me more aware. Those who can't do teach. To a degree, I think those who are the best at it should teach. I think those who have the most experience and are the least likely to manipulate or take advantage of should definitely be the teachers. Well, hey, listen. Maybe it's not teach as much as it is preach then, all right? Same concept, same each at the end, but I think preaching. People who are willing to... It's the same people who suffer from... They'll tell you about how they get such good weed in Michigan for $50 an ounce. And you and I all know that that's not true. It's not that it's unsmokable. It's not that it's not good enough for the people who... Right? What the fuck ever. For Biz, like, and I'm not saying this to call out anybody, Biz doesn't give a fuck about cannabis, right? Like, he just said, give me anything, it all works the same. And some of that $50 shit has enough THC on it. For somebody like that, he'll get his effect from it. It is not that he doesn't understand the quality of something that is quality. The man definitely gets punched a little bit harder when he's smoking something too much. Like, that's you know, nice. But... yeah, I think that thing, the flashiness of it, meh. You know, it's like, it's dope as Yola. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's got, you know, the million subscribers or whatever. He does a lot of flashy shit with cannabis. He was the guy that went in and I bought thousands of pounds, or I bought thousands of dollars worth of cannabis. I'm giving away a pound of weed. He just go out and he did all that flashy shit with cannabis, which is fine. Get a recognition for being flashy. That's what you are. I don't care to be the recognition. I don't care. All the rest of you, please take the words that I'm saying, spread it forward. It's just to find a space of peace and love and get the fuck away from it's so normalized. Right? Everybody's so okay with alcohol. It's on every fucking street corner from coast to coast. I've explored this motherfucking place, and don't get me wrong, there are some dry counties. Kudos to you, but the people who, and Gary used to live in a dry county. He knows what's up. The people who live in dry counties are just going over there. If you limit the access to people who want access to it, they're just going to go get it somewhere else. And I'm not saying that you should limit access to alcohol. I think you should teach better use skills of alcohol, personally. Help people understand that, like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, do you, boo-boo, just in moderation, and please don't hurt yourself, because you very easily can, way quicker than you can with a joint. Here, wait, let's really quick, just so that for the thing. How many people a year in America die from cannabis? There are no reported deaths in the U.S. directly caused by cannabis overdose. While cannabis use can be associated with deaths, it does get associated with. These are typically indirect, such as accidents or cardiovascular issues exacerbated by cannabis use. Which, that's why that little disclaimer that goes along the bottom. I'm not a medical professional. If you're going through medical conditions, especially ones where you're at risk because you have weakened organs, because your blood flow, because you have, schizophrenia, right? Like, that's not necessarily something that I recommend people who have schizophrenia to use cannabis. It's not that it can't be effective. It's that doing it and then getting to the point where you misdo it because you might not be as in control as you want to be is very real, and it's very scary. Oh, Dope is Yo. Yeah, I watch him every now and again too, Gary. I'm not hating on the guy. He's just flashier, and that's okay. But, and he does have a lot of good deliverance as to his speech around the fuck it all, right? What I call fuck it all. He's got some good speech as to why people use it for their daily comforts and stuff, and he talks good stories around it, and I respect the hell out of it. Anybody, again, who's doing cannabis and bringing light to cannabis, keep on keeping on. The cannabis and still feel better the next day. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Obstructive sleep apnea. I like that. Let's go, Missouri. Shit. How long's Missouri's adult use cannabis market been going? Wait, hold on. Fuck's sake. How long has Missouri had an adult use cannabis market? Officially began on February 3rd, 2023. And that as of May... Hold up. Wait a minute. Fuck's sake. Is Missouri selling more fucking adult use cannabis? Hold on. In less than 2 years of selling... Oh my god. Look at these cats. 1.4 billion cannabis market outpaces states with older programs. Look at this. Wow. Good for you. Wow, they beat Arizona, Colorado, and Nevada. Colorado used to be the mecca, right? Nobody goes to Colorado anymore for this. There's so many other places. It's so crazy to think the difference between what 2015 is and where we're at now. We're 10 years later. Oh my god. I actually want to see. What was Colorado's adult use cannabis sales numbers since 2015? Look at that. Oh, the slide. Do you see this number? 1 billy, 1.3. Look at the out-of-state markets just pouring into them. Everybody loves them. COVID. Everybody's taking fucking trips, and everybody's markets are doing okay. And then just the slide, baby. Holy shit. Wow. I hear Missouri is cheaper than Illinois. Similar prices. What's up, Sloan Might? Wait. I said that wrong. Sloanomite. Oh, I fucked that up. I missed an O in there. Sloanomite. Sloanomite. All right, fuck me. Here we go. Back to Colorado over here. Damn, sorry, Colorado. In 2024, how much did adult use cannabis markets make altogether in America? $31.4 billion. Wow. 2.6 billion in growth. I would imagine that more states came on, and obviously there's a swing moving towards some cannabis use. The older we grow, and I talk about this a lot, the next generation of cannabis users is turning 18 today. They're turning 21 today, right? So there will be more people regularly using the cannabis industries that are around them. But I also believe that people are very smart and will eventually get away. What happened here? Do we not have any more? Oh, I must not have loaded it. Come on. We have plenty of songs in this thing. Wait, there's no plus? Wait, no way. Fuck's sake. Where is this thing? There it is. Alright, we got a lot of... Let's just load it in. Let's load them in, make sure the tunes don't stop. Okay. Well, there you go. Bring boom, 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 boom. Oh, we got a lot of tunes. Alright. Oh my god, Chi-Town Hi-Fi. You know? Quality before quantity. All the time does fly when you know you're gonna die by the end of the night. I said, hey. I still remember when we were young and fragile then. No one gave a shit about us because times were tougher than feeling so good. Cruising the hood, straight into the real world where rich kids never understood. But I don't care, I can fade away to anywhere. Don't stop, cause you might get dropped. And if you do, who's gonna pick you up? Well, I won't. Well, I won't. They always play the slow song when they come for me. I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof. Yeah. Lipstick on a pig. You absolutely nailed it. Yeah, and that's okay, man. You know. Oh, cannabis products in Australia. Ooh, that's cool. The feds taking them down. Oh, I like this. Replaces a prosecutor who threatened medical marijuana dispensary with Fox News host who joined cannabis company's board. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. If the people who are involved in cannabis have a common interest to it, there's some chance that more access happens, better laws come about that allow for you to be an adult and have whatever you want, right? It's sickening to me that, again, 30 grams, these false numbers who are just made up by people who don't know much about the product that they're making numbers up about to begin with, come up with. That 30 thing is just so arbitrary. It's so un. What the fuck is going on? Play. Autoplay. Bro, do you... This says autoplay right on it. Are we struggling? Hit the next song, dude.
It was the summer of 95.
Bruh.
In the backyard shaving the old plies. Feeling so strong.
Hey, look, this thing says two dope dude. Oh, oh. Go with I hate murder. Good one. Oh. The ones right above it are bangers too. Anyway. Oh, I wasn't even showing y'all. I'm over here fucking playing around with music and shit. Sorry, y'all. There's a big playlist now. Thank you all for contributing to said playlist. So necessary. Cannabis reform is so necessary. Sweet. The end of the juice needed to go away. Pink drink. Oh, you know, I think I tried in the past to make a song about pink drinks, and I really didn't do a good job. Y'all might hear a pink drink song in the future. I people don't know what they got. I hate fear. I hate all the threats I can't end with a spear. I hate to say love. I hate how you can murder with an undersized glove. I hate to be a hater and I hate. Alright fam, sorry. If y'all got anything you'd like to chat about, if y'all got any questions about anything in the entire world, I mean, the thing below me literally does say, ask me anything. You can have my perspective on anything. If I don't know anything about it, there might be somebody in the chat that does. But... Wow! This is... Whoa, this is worth reading. Alright, hold on, give me a second, friends. I've opened a lot of tabs. What the fuck am I doing? Software glitch inadvertently cancels thousands of Oklahoma marijuana business licenses. Oklahoma has thousands of business licenses in marijuana? Marijuana? Whoa, and you're growing boof like that? What is that? That does not look great. There's like, this is like light yellow. That's like dark brown. It's kind of stringy looking and long. I mean, it might be. Nah, anyway, 1,000 medical licenses. Business owners in Oklahoma received their notices that their business licenses were canceled Wednesday due to a technical glitch. In a Facebook post, the Oklahoma Medical Marijuana Authority says it's aware of a software glitch that canceled thousands of business licenses overnight. The agency also says it's working on a third-party licensing vendor, Thentia? Holy shit. To figure out what caused the glitch. Oklahoma classified businesses that received the notification can continue operations as usual. Just 2 days earlier, the agency made a scam alert about individuals claiming to be OMA agents calling licensed medical marijuana businesses to demand $5,000 or more to pay for supposed fines or violations. The agency stated it would never call businesses and ask them to wire money. Hey, y'all, this is a thing that happens. Whoa! Sloanamite, I like that. The spirituality of weed. I'm into that. Deep buying compared to other states. Yeah, yep, Oklahoma, yep. Yeah, I have been in a few businesses who have had scam-like things try to go on with them. Well, shit, I've been through, guys, y'all, I was around for robbery. I was around for a 21 bust. I've been around for a couple of scams where people have taken money and given it to people that they didn't even know because they thought it was somebody else. I've been around some wild shit here in the cannabis industry. It is not like... That's the other reason why, too, running some of these places and going through the excess headache because of the lack of normalization, because of the ignorance, the blissful ignorance that is surrounded by the governing bodies of this thing. Yeah, cannabis is it's a wild thing to be part of, and they should pay their employees better. I'm in for it. All industries should. I don't know. You deserve a raise at least if you're listening to me right now. Cannabis use among older veterans approaches tobacco use levels. Holy shit. Let's go, older vets. When older vets approaches tobacco shit. What is going on? Fuck this ad. My god. More than 1 in 10 reported past month cannabis consumption. Very cool. 10.3% had used cannabis in the previous 30 days. Very, according to the report, more than 1/3 of those used cannabis in the past 30... Wait, the hell? With over half of them users consuming cannabis 20 or more... Okay. Yeah, good. Get away from using that, the cigarettes. Oh, listen to this version of Two Dope Dudes, huh? Whatever it is, you know the biz. Leave a like, pack a pipe, and let's get on with this. If you want to acquire the knowledge, you don't have to go to college. You can just come hang with Aaron and Dave. Yeah. Guap, are you still around? What time are you? 8:15. We got Guap's doing let's give a round of applause to Guap. Thank you for being a local hero and giving your time and effort towards allowing the locals to have some fun. Anybody who is going out to the Flex is what it's called. It's a disc golf competition that the Guapo will be running tomorrow. He's the head of it. And yeah, again, just doing a lot for local community. Probably very thanklessly. Very many thanks, and I hope you get the praise that you deserve because you deserve it. Thank you for putting that together and giving your time for all of us to have some fun. Guap is the man. Run it up. Thank you, sir. Beardo, do you know that 17 is back? Brr. I think 17's gonna get aced again. Oh no, you're good. Enjoy. I think 17's gonna get aced again this year. The place that it got placed is more squarely in line with a skip shot coming down the gut. So if you gut that thing perfectly, there's a better chance of it acing than before. You kind of needed to be pushing before. Yeah, because we didn't put it in the... We didn't switch it because we wanted the concrete to settle. Guap, I'm trying to hopefully be up early enough so I can come help you. I just think it's gonna get aced now. Saddens me. There's a very selfish part of me that is comfortable being the only person to ever ace that. Yeah, there you go. I like that. You don't have to go to college. Just come hang with Aaron and Dave.
We listen and we don't judge. I sometimes when smoking weed pretend.
Oh, okay. I'm down to bend it the other way. I'm into that.
We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. I realize my 5-second rule when I drop food is more like 8 or 9. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. When I first get into the shower, since I hate the initial cold water hitting me, I do a sexy little spin into it so it's not so direct. We listen and we don't judge. We listen.
Jacob is always first in line. That's awesome. That's cool, Bob. I like that kid. Ooh, happy 11/11 Gare Bear time. Let's go. Down to see Hayden too.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only 2 genders, boy.
Oh my God, I'm a legendary love maker.
And then I'll kill you all. I'm your worst dream. Lame ass brother starting. Is there something that I should know? Some handshake or some secret code to get me through your doorway one more time? Is there a
Need to go to class.
I can press to
What am I doing at class?
from all the rest? You're the only sound I need to hear. See, I'm burning up out here in this light. Looks so pretty from the inside, but out here it's too
Oh my God, where's the certificate?
now your voice sounds so far away. So I respond
Uh-oh.
to the
Here we go.
Two dope dudes, bringing you the news, leading you to much success with all their insightful views. Do you grow yourself or buy from the top shelf? Are you here to take the reins and gain back your health? Whatever it is, you know the biz. Even like crack a pipe and let's get on with it. If you want to acquire the knowledge,
You don't have to go to college.
you just come hang with Aaron and Dave.
Oh, yeah, Guapo. I feel you. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I dig what you're saying now. Never mind. Dude, sometimes it happens.
My last girlfriend.
That's a Gawani thing. I don't know. I just fucking, I follow what people say sometimes, and it's not a bad. Whatever.
Time is relative to
My mind, and I know.
it may seem different to you and every other soul.
That's badass song. Anyway. 201 liked songs, friends. Again, this is a lot of stuff in here about a lot of y'all. Thank you for being part of this for so long and letting me spew my perspective. And Thanks for the reciprocation, you know? A lot of y'all, by coming in here repeatedly, spreading the love that you are, it's like literally to me, you are the pay it forwards I hope that happen, right? If each one of you, as convincingly as I'm trying to, tell each of you, like, go tell 3 more people, and then like those 3 people tell 3 more people, and then those 3 people, you know what I mean? By the time that we run that, it can really quickly, you know what I mean? Okay, let's go with the pay it forward skill. 3 tell 3, and then they tell 3. So we're 3 sets now. The 4th set, the 5th set, 243, 6. That's 7 right there. That's 729. Six people connected between me and you. 729 people. We can really, hey, times 3. Here we go for the math teacher. He's gonna get excited here in a second. Watch this. We're 7 people deep. 7 people from me to you away from impacting 2,000 lives, friends. Here we go. Check this out. 8 people. All right. 6,000 people could be impacted. 9 people. All right. If we're able to get 10 people away from you and I with the same message, we're 60,000 folks. It just exponentially grows from there. That's 11, 12, and 13. Now we're 13 people away from you and me. We all know 13 fucking people, okay? If we go and if we were able to tell, and I got 10 in here right now, so if we all held on, you know what I mean? But 13 times, 13 people away from you and I, from the 3 that you tell, from the 3 that they tell, is 1.59 million people. I'm gonna do this for one more second. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times, 18 people away from me and you, and we've reached every single person in America, all right? 19, 20, 21 times, and we've reached from 21 people away from you and me, of being at a place of peace and love and understanding and acceptance. 21 really good stories about I actually do I would hang out with you and do some shit. We all got 21 people, and if you don't got 21 people, you can, come on, in your whole life more than 21 people have impacted you. More than 21 people have been around and real. And though they might have hurt you through times, right, it's a reciprocated thing. But we're 21 people away. Man. World peace in 21. That's what we should call it, shit. Bear, that's you know what? I actually, you can learn a lot from anybody. Like I know what a gyat is now, you know? I don't know how dumb I just sounded. For the few people who understood, Beardo, probably if you're still around, he just got it. He might have been the person who told me what the fuck it was. Oh, maybe Landino, the great Landino. Them gyats, you know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, you learn a lot of shit from younger people sometimes. Is it good or bad? Is it beneficial or not? It's, at least, if nothing else, it's perspective. And I appreciate that you said that, Gary. It's very nice. Hell yeah, Gary. I'm talking about Project 21. Holy shit. If you partner with that, it's 42, bro. Well, and see, that's the crazy thing. If you, wow. I mean, we could do what you're saying now, all right? I still got the calculator up. So if we multiply that by 2, 20 billion. Yeah, Beardo, you're absolutely right. Whoa. You need to do it with 2. Project 21 times 2. And listen, The most important thing in the whole entire world, all right? Love. Holy shit. More than anything. Connection. Holy shit. Slonomite and fucking Chi-Town, y'all are the answer to everything. Wow. This is a good. We just had an epiphany, a breakthrough moment here. For the 10 of you that are listening, Project 21, done by 2 people, is 42, which is the answer to everything. The answer to everything is love. Holy cow. Solved right here on stream Thursday night. If you're missing this, what the fuck are you doing? The weight of the soul is 21 grams. 2 souls together, 42. Bruh. Chi-Town, you are tripping me out right now. I wish I would have done. You're gonna be 21 times 2 this year? Let's go! Jesus, Drum. I like this. I like everything that's happening. And according to, hold on, which one was it? One of these damn stories up here on the top. You gotta be 21 to consume. Where is that lady with the face? Y'all remember? I don't like her face. Nope, can't find her. Can't find that lady. Her face was making me mad. Alright, anyway. Yeah, Chi-Town, I'm into that. I'm into that. I can get into, the other big thing is your input also warrants a, like, what, you know what I mean? Whatever you put in is what you get out. Might be more of a, you know, everything happens for a reason. I like to be introspective and reflect on phrases like that. It's super nice. And but that's the other end of it. I really respect that, Slonomite. Sometimes shit just happens, right? And oh my god, Chi-Town, look at what's behind me right now. Oh, look at it, and this is it. The answer to the universe, and creation and everything. Look at it, the earth and everything. This is what it's supposed to say. But it got a little bit more, you see what's happening here, alright? Because you're absolutely dead on. The answer to all of this. Bop, have a good night, man. Thanks for kicking it this long, and I will see you in the morning. I won't stay on for too much longer so that I don't prevent people from, or so that I can make it there as early as I can. But I'm gonna stick on for probably another at least half hour or so. I did download that game. I just haven't clicked play on it. Jesus. As soon as I said that, I think it just downloaded, got done, completed downloading. Anyway, I'm gonna check it out. Damn right. You know what? I do need to. I need to give me this. Where's I need a pen. I need to find a writing utensil. There's an entire thing of markers sitting next to me, but I really don't like writing in markers. Anyway, When they Um, I just wrote a note to myself about Project 21 because there's something there. All right, here, well, I need to write the part about two together. No, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking 100%. I'm screenshotting this conversation. Let's just keep this forever. Oh, what up, Bodine? This guy. Shit. Hold on. I'm writing a snip. I'm using my snipping tool. Saved. Hell yeah. Perfect. Oh yeah, exists. Perfect. I ain't gone. We're back. Guapo! Oh, he's gone. He's long gone. Bro, that green screen goes nuts a lot of nights. That's my favorite. Do I even have enough? I need... Uh-oh. I want, to smoke something. And I just hope I have enough in my grinder. Oh, more than enough in the grinder. Hey, let's ask, because I know I got friends. Oh, shit, what a mistake. Is pudding... Oh, I just puddinged into my, grinder. It kind of blew a bunch of weed over. Anyway. Dab time. Locking in. Get ready. Bodine, who did we get as our other two? We need 2 more people to play with us tomorrow. Away from me. Lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Respect, walk. What did you say? Respect, walk. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? When I'm not around, it's easy to achieve. Dab time. I'm gonna do a, I hope y'all don't mind. I'm going with a dry herb vape. Cheers to all of you. Thank you again for spending your time with me. Lock in time. You know what, dude? All right. Let's predict. Tomorrow, I'm feeling good right now. All right. Tomorrow? All right. Down 6. Bro, did you say I'm too drunk to taste the chicken? Bro, I need to make a song called I'm Too Drunk to Taste This Chicken, dude. I don't know, I gotta know. Come on, Bo. We're gonna have to go around like 10:30, 11 then, so that we can take Guap with us. Because we can go off the 3 of us, and then that way we can get done sooner too if you want. In the great words of Colonel Sanders. Oh my god. Alright. Chat GPT. We're just gonna let this thing write us a song really quick.
Dudes bringing fire, making tracks that'll never tire, heating up your vibe so dire, feel that beat take you higher, shake it till you're on your feet, making you want to dance to the beat, groove into that tasty treat, every verse a spicy feat, bringing that heat, got that beat, moving to the street, Yes, so sweet. He's so hot, it'll make you fly. Feel that rhythm, never lie. In the zone, hit the sky, catch that tune. Don't
Dude, it's okay. We're gonna make a song about it. Did they make a song about it?
Like a cop in the groove.
Give me a 3-verse banger of a song
Never flop. Bringing that
with
heat.
the catchiest
Got that beat.
chorus. Is that what I want? Chorus about I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. In the great words of Colonel Sanders.
Bringing fire non-stop. Sounding off like a cop.
Oh, Garage Chicken. Another great song that hasn't been made yet.
Reach the top. Never flop.
Cool. Bowie, just call me in the morning when you're up and about. I should be around anyway.
Got that beat. Moving to the street.
Too drunk to taste this chicken. Here we go. Oh, it's a Southern rock party country song. We could probably... I mean, it makes sense. Do you want this song for your hillbilly party this weekend? Let's see if it's a banger or not. Let's see what happens.
So hot it'll make you fly. Feel that
Bingo.
rhythm, never lie. In the zone, hit the sky. Catch that tune, don't ask why. Spitting fire non-stop, sounding off like a cop. In the groove, never drop. Reach the top, never flop. Bringing back.
Hell yeah, Lucy. Bring him back. All right, here we go. Bang it, ticking with the chicken. What did they say it was?
Yes, so sweet.
Southern rock party country. Let's try this out.
Bringing that heat.
Oh, I didn't even do it.
Bringing that heat.
I've been putting deep male vocals on all the songs I make because they have got some soft voices in this thing now sometimes.
Tracks that'll never tire. Heating up your vibe so dire. Feel
All right.
that beat. Take you higher.
I didn't even read one word of this. I don't even know I'm just so quickly just slapping it. I'm just gonna listen to the song. I'm not even gonna about to rust it out forward. What the hell are we doing here?
Moving to the street.
Gotta turn this up a bit on my side. Hold on.
We pulled up fast in a rusted out Ford, cooler in the back, swinging wide the door. Hot grease popping in a cast iron pan, sun going down like a whiskey hand. Someone passed the bottle, said, "Boy, dig in," but I took one bite and I grinned my sin. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken, but I swear it's finger licking. Sway like a pine tree in the wind, don't know where my shoes have been.
Oh my! Immediate banger.
Lost all sense of direction. Raise your glass, start kicking. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Wow! This shit's so fire already. Let's hit him with a thumbs up already.
Cousin Earl's dancing with a garden gnome. Someone lit fireworks right by the home. Uncle's got gravy all over his vest, and I got hot sauce running down my chest. They asked, "Boy, how's that bird you picked?" I said, "Tastes like freedom, but I'm way too late." I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
What a banger!
It's finger licking. Stumbling like
What a banger!
Oh, don't ask me where the drumsticks go. That cluck was cooked with affection, but I'm gone past recollection. Boots off, pants sticking. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Oh, let's go. Oh, bro, let's go. I'm down for that. How do we AI video? I need to get fucking Sora.
Cause the neighbors called, said the yard was loud and deep fried raw. They asked what's cooking, I slurred with pride. Colonel Sanders, bless this hide. I hit them with a sideways glance. They took one bite and joined the dance.
I'll bang it.
To taste this chicken, but the vibe's still finger licking. Shaking like a tailgate in July. Feathers flying to the sky. Forget Michelin inspection. We're five.
Oh, Chi-Town. This happened in, I just asked the robot if it could write something so that I could tell the other robot to make me something very enjoyable in a few minutes. So sick. And then when you do something like that, you're done. You don't even touch the fucking thing. Don't even listen to the second one. Thumbs up on that guy. Just walk away from it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just strike the iron while it's hot. Fucking hell. I love that. God, Bowie, thanks for popping in here, dude. Thanks for giving me the great idea. Let's, where's the like songs at? There was a couple of, oh, can I tell you guys? Fucking Ziploc Gospel over here? This is something me and the AI make. Fucking loud over here, sorry. But y'all gotta listen. This is a banger, too.
Mind been taxed, soul been sold, system built to keep us cold. Work, obey, then die in line. I burn that rope and rewrite mine. They want drones, I grow zones. That loud talk louder than their phones. Got green that talk to the roots of me. Or they push pills and lunacy. I seen saints turn to shells, chasing checks and live in hell. I ain't built for that treadmill fate. My highs from earth, not interest rates. I don't numb out, I dial in. Wake the dead with smoke and grin. You sip, they lie, you rot from then. I hit the flame, feel life begins. My Ziploc gospel, break that chain. Spark that truth, let it flame your brain. They build bots, we build peace. My least speak louder than they preach. My Ziploc
Should I use AI to make my song about pink drink? Nah, that's disingenuous. I love the pink drink too much to not, Bowie, will you please, I know you're a lyricist, you're actually good at this shit. Will you, make me a verse, for the pink drink song? We'll make it together. We'll collab. But still can't dream, still buried deep. I blaze that thought, lift that fog. Sacred smoke, not catalog. This ain't habit. Oh, hell no. You fucking bug. There's a little bug inside the room right now. It's on my light, just going nuts all right there. I'll get it. Don't fit in the clutch, so I burn that herb like scripture. Wrote my name and spoke like fixture. Oh, Bodine, that's okay. No rush on it. I just think that, you know, if you're gonna come in here with Bowie got the pink drink and not you got and you're one of the best lyricists I know. Dude. At least it's not a no probe. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, did that? What happened? Oh. Did you see the affected no probe? Oh, Beardo, thank you for. I just read the replies. If Beardo, if you're still in here, I just read that you said it could have been a mower that got that no rope earlier. That sucks. You're so right. Yeah, it definitely got whacked by the mower. That sucks, man. I don't even like snakes, and it fucks me up that that happened. I don't like it. Took one hit and peeled it back. This ain't stoner talk, this war chant for every soul. They said you can. I built a temple out of haze where love ain't taxed and minds get saved. Where you ain't judged for breathing deep and rest don't look like falling asleep. But I stay lit for those gone dim, for every them who gave to him. And if that's wrong, then hell I'm proud. Still rolling truth, still thinking loud. This my Ziploc gospel, leaf and flame, breathing real, exhale the game. They sold you guilt, I smoked that lie. Built my heaven. Gospel loud and clear. We ain't Oh, dude. Did I ever tell you the time I was ball golfing and I stepped on a snake? So I've been ball golfing and disc golfing both and stepped on snakes. Both of them relatively okay stories. The disc golf one, yeah, no. Bro, check this out. So there was a lot of talks about snakes at the course, and I was like, nah. Somebody yucked into the shit on the left of 16, and all three of my card mates, it was on a Sunday morning, all three of my card mates walked off into the grass. Dino was confidently one of them because I stayed the closest to him, but he was like not too far into the grass and kind of walking around and doing his thing. I did not proceed into the grass at all. I was staying on the edge, kind of walking, and I didn't go into the grass because I was scared of snakes being in there. And I was looking into the grass, but walking on the outside of it, and as I was walking up, stepped right on one of them nope ropes, dude. And when I stepped on it, I was like, oh shit, kind of stumbled. And then I looked down to see this fucking thing like trying to squirm under my foot, because it's like, get the hell off me, you're fat. And I was like, man, I'm so sorry. And it scurried its way off, so that was bad. But he wasn't the largest. He could have been maybe 2.5-ish feet or so. He wasn't that big. The one that I stepped on at the golf course, I was like, it was on like Deer Valley. Hole number, it was the one that like dropped downhill. That had like the little water right in front of it, and then like it was kind of almost like an island green. It was only 70-80 yards, something like that. Short drop downhill, you had to go over the bridge, and right when you went over the bridge, you had to like cross down over this little like divot that kind of had a drainage to it. RIP Deer Valley. This little valley, okay, so now you'll understand what I'm talking about. When you went down the hill and then you went over the bridge, okay, you had to go to the left to go play the rest, to play out that hole. I'm standing on the left side in that little valley, and like I see my ball. I'm kind of standing on the back side of it because it's a V like this. I have both of my feet on this side right now, and then at some point I'm going to step over and swing at my ball through the middle here. So while I'm here, I'm like, okay, I see where I'm gonna put my foot. I put my foot there. Boom. I've got my foot, but I feel something under it, and I just fucking start like stomping the ground. I'm like, I've got cleats on. I'm on a golf course. I'm doing this motion on top of the thing that I then realized is, dude, it had to have been, I'm going to exaggerate it, but I'm not. It had to have been all of, I don't know. It's a little bit thinner than like, okay, here we go. Like maybe a puff coat thickness, okay? Legitimately. Maybe the head of my puff coat right there. It might have been that thick. But it had 3 foot of snake on one side of my foot and 3 foot of snake on the other side of my foot. And the panic that I've never jumped or ran or been that scared of anything in my life. Fucking nope, bro. Sorry for those who enjoy those creatures. I have, luckily, because of those experiences, I've gotten a little bit less terrified of running into them in public. I did just see one the other day, little cute one. It was like this big, going across the keypad at the prison courts. Anyway, what do we got here? What do we got here? Anyway, 11 o'clock. Bowie, please hit me up in the morning. Let's do a thing. What else do we got to do? Is there anything else? Does anybody got any questions? We're 15 minutes away. You know what? I'm going to actually do a real dab. That, I don't know. Vaping flower? It's just not, leaves a lot to be desired. I'm always like wishing that it was just a bit hotter, I think. No. Mm-mm. Maybe. I don't know that I'm like... I don't want to say that I'm... No nerves. I only get nervous when I'm putting most of the time. But it doesn't seem like it recently. Seems like that's when I feel my best. But drummer, for somebody who is so used to using that style of consumption, it definitely can be effective. But the second you introduce combustion, because of the entourage effect, and I say that because of the heating of the flower, the fact that we, like, you see that glowing that happens and that pulsation and whatever, that is getting that thing to heat up and reach different levels of progression, right? Like the cannabinoid itself, the chain continues to break, and whatever's left, the further you go, resins and shit, the further they break. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think a dab versus a dry vape for flower is fine, but effect seems to lean toward the dab in my opinion. Oh, I electronically dab only almost while I'm sitting here. That's what I'm gonna do right this moment. And it seems to be unbelievably effective for me. Almost to the point where I would rather do this because it's gentler and it doesn't crush my throat as much. I feel like there's still the same level of, well, it depends, because you really turn the heat up on a dab and you're just pretty much smoking CBN, and that shit's punching you in the face. I am well, I have been for the last like few years. I use a Puffco. They're the, out of all the ones that I've used, they are the most consistent. Some of them do definitely hit way harder. There was one that I bought it. What was the fuck? Now I feel really bad that I'm not going to be able to come up with it, because I'm not like super brand loyal to anything. And the one that he used, he preferred the it might have been a Luca product actually, now that I'm talking about it. But it definitely, and it had a metallic, where this has quartz, it had a metallic thing, and that fucker ripped. Titanium, I said metallic, I meant titanium. The Core 2.1, is that what it is? Kind of vape occasionally for drier vape. Oh, the other thing that I'm using right now is an Omora. This was something that the company I just recently worked for uses. It's like a pod system, so like each one of these little pods here is kind of like a so you can pre-pack it. Now I went ahead, it has like this little loading thing, I don't know where the hell it's at. Anyway, you slide this little thing in, and it's all lined up when you got the original box of it. I think it has 20 in there, or is it something like that? And you, 16, it says it right in my face. There's 16 empty sticks, and you can just kind of like grind flour, put it on the top, tamp it in there. Now, I've done that with every single one of these. This thing was completely packed. The last 6 that are in here have 0 weed in them. A lot of it is sitting in the bottom of the box, and I've never like carried this thing anywhere with me. It's been sitting here the entire time, so it's only shaken itself out from me setting it down, putting the lid back and forth. So this is kind of a dumbass concept. The Luca is a very, if I remember correctly, his was super slimy too. The new XL from the Puffco is very impressive. There's just something about a 5-year-old nasty titanium nectar collector nail. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna slam you, because the only way it actually looks like it heats up is by you torching the absolute piss out of it. And then the way that you're measuring what its temperature is by one of these cover your hand situations where you like put it here and you're like, how hot is that still? And then you're like, ah, that's about right. And then you're slamming it, and pretty much what you're smoking is CBN. You convert past THC, because the degradation, and it's not that you don't consume THC, plenty of THC hits your system, but you degrade so much of that product so fast at a high temperature that it actually like burns it. But in the burning process, it pretty much flash converts it through all of the other cannabinoids and just degrades it all the way to CBN. And that's when you get like wonky, when you just sitting there zoned out, you're almost drooling on yourself. That is probably because you smoke more CBN. Crossing Core 2.1, under 200 bucks. Have checked out the Stundin Glass module or the G-Pen higher. The Stundin Glass is awesome. That thing was really, really cool. I had a friend who let me borrow it back in the day. For one of the streams, actually. I have a lot of streams that I did way back in the day. And I, like, hid them all when I went to go get a job again, because if y'all haven't been around long enough, I say some wild shit sometimes. I didn't want it to reflect on me negatively if somebody, but you'd have to scrub a lot of stuff. But some of the titles were like, heck you, cannabis industry stuff, you know? Can't say that when you're trying to enter it, you know? Get back into it. A Vapana screwball? Never, nope, I've not heard of it. And a lot of these mechanisms are very capable, wildly enough. And once you find one that's effective, definitely spread the good news about it. I would not tell you not to buy this Omora that I have, but I would tell you to buy this. I would tell you that you can confidently spend your money in a Puffco, and you're going to be happy with it. Alright. Cheers, my friends. I just turned mine on. I appreciate you all. Thanks again for spending your time. Yeah.
Turn war zones into peace streets. So take one hit for the world, pass it to the soul. Let that healing herb take control. They locked it up, but we broke through. Now ganja's got a job to do. Grow it tall, loud, green and proud in every crowd. One hit for the world, break them chains. Let the love drip down like rain.
Ooh. Another fine song here. One hit for the world.
No more pain, no more greed, just sticky buds and what we need. No borders here, no ego games, just puffs of peace with funky flames.
Wow, let's wait on here. Ooh. Plant the truth in every land. Golly, heal the people hand to hand. Love each other, you know what I mean? Ha ha!
Plant the truth in every land. Heal the people hand to hand. Roots run deep beneath the lies, but this green dream never dies. We don't need their pills of fear. We just need the smoke to clear. Let's roll this planet into grace with every puff, a warm embrace.
Oh.
Take one hit for the world, light up the way. Let love bloom in clouds of joy. From Babylon to every block we bring.
I made a bunch of songs earlier using AI to help build the concepts and the ideas. I was sitting there going, okay, we're counterculture, anti-establishment, anti institution. You know what I mean? And some of these things are bangers that this thing put out. Y'all just got to hear the debut of I'm Too Drunk to Taste This Chicken. That's the one that needs to go on YouTube Music. I need to make a YouTube Music account and start putting some of these bangers on there.
One plan, one world, one love. Light it up.
What do we got next?
They draw the lines, we spark the green. Red and blue just cloud the scene. Praying loud to gods of war.
This one has an atomic bomb idea behind it. Anyway, we'll let y'all. Oh, you know what? I won't fucking deprive you guys. Solonamite Stunding Glass thing is actually really cool. Banging product. For those who don't know what we're talking about, it's that pill-looking thing. It has 2 chambers of water, and you flip it upside down, and it's kind of like a gravity bong. It is a gravity bong that uses water to cause that suction, and it is just the coolest smoking apparatus. It also, when used correctly, makes a very clean, very light, gentle, enjoyable, but also if you hammer that thing, you cannot clear it. I choked myself to death trying to clear the thing. So you can do everything from smoking cleanly to like really hurting yourself. They're expensive though. I think a Stunding glass, like even the cheap ones, I think are in like the $300 range, you know? Average like regular run models I think are $400. You're in the same boat with some of these Puffcos though, so you know, smoking and getting into some of the nicer equipment to do it is not a cheap gig. But that's why I recommend the Puffco, because it's lasted me forever. It's been very consistent and there for me, so mad love to Puffco. Alright, so before guys, this is Hobo Johnson just made a song, and I asked it to make the song rap like Hobo Johnson. Oh, what a good.
But be sure to add 2 freaks who aren't ashamed of their damn kinks, who walk around town with their heads high and weird freak shit in their freak mind.
I'm not gonna. I did that for me. I didn't try to spoil fucking Hobo Johnson, great artist. Y'all should go listen to Flood the Earth, great song. I changed it up, but Saggy Man, he's back. Damn it, Saggy Man, Deputy Lucy, I love y'all. I've come here to call it a night. Let me start with this first. I hope you strike peace when you seek it. I hope you find love when you need it, and I hope you can cope when you feel it. Thank you all for spending your time again, for showing your love and talking. Solonamite, awesome to see you in here. Thank you for participating as much as you have tonight. Super, very cool. I don't know if this is your first time. It feels like it, but if it's not, fucking, I'm an ass for not remembering. But thank you so much. I probably interact the same way. Chi-Town, always. Deputy Lucy, drummer. Bodine, I'll see you in the morning. Chi-Town Hi-Fi, what a lovely human. Dudley Dawson, one of the longest running, if not, I think Dudley Dawson could be the most consistent, longest running peacekeeper. It's a bad mother. Thank you, Dudley, for being there for so long. And yeah. Guapo, also very supportive. The Gare Bear drummer, Jesus, that's another one. Drummer might be as long as Dudley, too. They've been around for a long time. Love these friends. Stephen Beard, great human. Gary Cornett, God, we all love the Gare Bear, don't you know? Wapo and Gary. That's kind of scary. Both kind of hairy. But they can do the love. No, Gary just shaded. All right, Wasco, my guy. Sean Whitney, I remember he was in here too. Biz, you can never forget. He will also get in there. John Voight, a new wrench owner. How cool. What a great human also. Biz got silenced for a while. That's good. Sea Bunny grows too. Holy shit. Dr. Danknugs. A lot of the Gromies, good friends. Thank you so much for bringing other friends and hanging out and talking. I feel like that's as far as my chat goes back. It absolutely is. Does anybody, if there's anybody that I missed who was here and was great, thank you so much for being you and doing what you do and paying it forward. Please never forget these few things.
Avocado, 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 potato, 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 potato.
That fucking belt mechanic in Kentucky over there. You know that?
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It's
Disgusting.
that
Hey,
fentanyl
fentanyl ain't no good.
ain't no good. It's disgusting.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Friends, love y'all. Thanks for being you. Stay lit, stay sexy, and stay awesome. That you're doing that. Peace out, man. Odine, enjoy your night. We'll see y'all soon. Have a lovely weekend. Be you. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you again. Enjoy your night. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Remember, if you ever need anything, you can Facebook it. Peace, love, and cope. You can write it in the comments. You can chat it up. Anything in the world, you can send it on Gmail. Peace, love, and cope at gmail.com. Ask the question. Send whatever you got. Love. I love you. Bye. See you later. Bye. Miss you already. Bye.